That's why I do all this shit. Bruh, we gotta stop putting kids in this league. Come on, bruh.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage. He's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is the receiver turn running back, Cordero Patterson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And taken at the 46. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
the running back.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now he'll pull it down. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
2nd and 4.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, the 20.
Right down their throat.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Brady going to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missing out his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
T.J. Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
And the Buccaneer.
So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense. So they've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some room to work. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Ryan Suckup.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's a heck of a way to convert on third and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down you shouldn't. Third and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Now again, right side. It's Logan. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Bears on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Now again, right side. It's Logan, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 35 on second down. Brady, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brings up second and 8.
And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. We've got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady, a dump underneath to Jones. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun. Brady. And Brady got intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, but it'll be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. With it on the return is Logan. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 78 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
17.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Patterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 9.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Flushed out right. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On second down now. It's Cohen. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game 24-24. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Nah.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
42-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Number 14,
Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Succop for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 38, Bears 24.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In junior. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On second down, here's Brady. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Gain of 15.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, it's Jones, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the gun, Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 38 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
45. Bears 24. Ryan Succop.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. What a spin. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
27.
A very solid gain of 27. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky being chased out left. And this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bears on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 15. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
2-yard line.
Oh my God,
And
big
the
six, man.
coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Trubisky to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Devin White. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's 2nd and 8.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by Tampa Bay.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Brady on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 17-yard line.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Brady on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down. Tonight's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to...